From ancient computers, gold airplanes, and artifacts no one can explain, these real discoveries from tombs, ruins, and shipwrecks will blow your mind. Let's dive into the strangest finds in archaeology and the mysteries they still hold. What if the world's first computer wasn't built in Silicon Valley, but sank to the bottom of the Aegean Sea over 2,000 years ago? In 1901, sponge divers near the Greek island of Antikythera found a shipwreck, and inside, a lump of corroded bronze. Just debris, they thought. But years later, scientists discovered it was something incredible, a 2,000-year-old mechanical computer. Inside were over 37 bronze gears, precisely cut to track eclipses, planetary movements, and the ancient Greek calendar. It's now known as the Antikythera mechanism, built around 150 BCE, and so advanced, nothing like it would appear again for over 1,000 years. At first, many thought it had to be fake, but X-rays and 3D scans revealed the truth. It worked. They really built it. Who made it? Still a mystery. Some think Greek engineers, others say it was cargo for a scholar. And then there are the fringe theories. Atlantis, lost knowledge, all that. But honestly, the real story is already wild. Ancient humans had the tech, the math, and we just forgot. The Antikythera mechanism isn't just a machine. It's proof that history still has secrets. What if ancient people had electricity? In 1936, near Baghdad, archaeologists dug up a strange clay jar. Inside it, a copper tube, an iron rod sealed with asphalt. It looked oddly like a primitive battery. One museum director called it the Parthian battery, suggesting it might have powered ancient electroplating, gold layered onto artifacts. The theory exploded. Books, documentaries, even TV shows imagined ancient monks lighting temples with these jars. But when scientists tested replicas, they only produced a tiny voltage using vinegar, not enough to do much of anything. Plus, there's zero evidence of electroplating from that era. Most archaeologists now believe the jar held ritual objects, like scrolls or sacred offerings, and that the copper and iron had symbolic, not electrical purpose. So, ancient battery? Probably not. But the real story? How modern imagination can electrify even the simplest pot. A wooden bird found in an Egyptian tomb. That looks suspiciously like a plane. In 1898, archaeologists in Saqqara unearthed a 22 cm wooden carving with wings, a tail fin, and a streamlined body. It didn't just look like a bird, it looked like a glider. Some theorists claimed it was proof that ancient Egyptians understood flight, maybe even tested it. Engineers even put replicas through wind tunnel tests. The result? Terrible flight mechanics. No lift, no control, and it flipped over instantly. Turns out it's more likely a symbolic object, maybe a model of Horus, the sky god, or a ceremonial piece for boat shrines. Its aerodynamic shape? Probably artistic coincidence. So, was it a glider? Not quite. But the Saqqara bird shows how easily a modern mind can turn a sacred symbol into a story of forgotten technology. Sometimes a bird is just a bird. In 1850, while excavating the Assyrian city of Nimrud, archaeologist Austin Henry Layard found a small, polished crystal disc, oval-shaped, slightly convex. It looked oddly like a magnifying lens. Some speculated it helped scribes read cuneiform, or even that Assyrians used it to spot Saturn's rings. But science says otherwise. Tests show the lens is blurry with poor magnification, not useful for reading or astronomy. Most experts think it was decorative, maybe inlaid into furniture or used to start fires in sunlight. There's no evidence of optical tools in Assyrian culture. Still, the Nimrud lens shows how ancient craftsmanship can blur the line between artifact and wishful thinking. Its smooth curvature and craftsmanship are impressive, showing the Assyrians could shape crystal with surprising precision, even if they didn't use it like we would today. And it sparks a bigger question. How many other ancient items might have had misunderstood purposes? We look through the Nimrud lens hoping to see science, but maybe what we're really seeing is our own reflection, searching for meaning in the past. In 1999, two hobbyists in Germany stumbled onto a buried bronze disc, 30 cm wide, inlaid with gold symbols, a sun, a crescent moon, and a cluster of stars. They'd just uncovered the oldest known depiction of the cosmos, over 3,600 years old. Now known as the Nebra sky disk, it may have been a celestial calendar, helping ancient Europeans track the sun, moon, and stars to guide harvests or rituals. Two gold arcs on the edges align perfectly with the sun's position at solstices, proof of real astronomical knowledge. At first, skeptics cried hoax, but carbon dating, soil samples, and nearby Bronze Age weapons confirmed its authenticity. Today, it's a UNESCO treasure, recognized as part of humanity's memory of the world. The Nebra disk doesn't just show early people gazing at the stars, it shows they were calculating them. It sits at the crossroads of myth and math, ritual and science. Not mysterious because we don't understand it, but miraculous because we finally do. In 1800s Colombia, farmers found tiny gold figurines, some with swept-back wings and tail fins. To modernize, they looked like miniature jets. Dubbed the Tolima jets, they sparked wild theories, ancient aviation, alien contact, lost technology, but experts say otherwise. These figures lack engines or flight features and resemble local animals, birds, fish, stingrays, common in Quimbaya art, known for symbolism, not science. So why do they seem like planes? It's modern bias, seeing our technology in ancient designs. They didn't prove flight, but they do prove this. Ancient people had vision and creativity that still makes us wonder. And maybe that's the real takeaway. Even without advanced tools or modern science, these artisans captured forms so sleek and abstract, we mistake them for machines. The Tolima jets remind us that art can echo the future, even when it's rooted in the past. They weren't built to fly, but they still lift our imaginations off the ground. In 1936, a family near London, Texas found a strange rock with wood sticking out of it. 10 years later, they cracked it open, and inside was a hammer, complete with an iron head and fossilized wooden handle. It looked Victorian, like something from the 1800s, but the surrounding rock appeared ancient, possibly millions of years old. Cue the mystery. Some called it an oopart, an out-of-place artifact. Creationists claimed it was proof humans lived alongside dinosaurs. Others whispered of lost civilizations or time travel. But science tells a simpler story. The rock is travertine, which can form around objects in just a few decades. The hammer matches 19th century ironwork, and crucially, it wasn't found deep in solid rock, but loose in creek rubble. So, no ancient tech, no Atlanteans, no time travel, just a miner's hammer that got trapped in mineral deposits. Still, the London hammer fascinates, not because it rewrites history, but because it reminds us. Even ordinary tools can look extraordinary when wrapped in a little mystery. In 1908, archaeologists in Crete unearthed a 15-centimeter clay disc buried beneath the ancient Minoan palace of Phaistos. Stamped, not carved, with 241 spiral symbols, it's considered the earliest known example of movable type. There are 45 unique glyphs, fish, arrows, tools, helmets, arranged in a tight spiral across both sides. But here's the mystery. No one knows what it says, no translations, no repeats, not even agreement on which direction to read it. Some say it's a prayer, others a calendar, a game, or even a list of names. But the real challenge? It's one of a kind. No other artifact shares this script, nothing to compare it to. Unlike other mysteries, the Phaistos disc isn't surrounded by alien theories. It's purely archaeological, a real Bronze Age riddle carved in clay, still unsolved after a century. What was its message? A sacred hymn? A forgotten poem? We may never know. But one thing's certain, the disc is still speaking. We just haven't learned to listen. And that's what makes it so powerful. Not just the mystery itself, but the fact that it endures. In a world where we translate everything instantly, this one object refuses to give up its meaning. It challenges us to be patient, to keep looking, and to accept that some answers might take centuries or never come at all. The Phaistos disc isn't just unreadable, it's unforgettable. And that wraps up our journey through some of the most mind-blowing ancient mysteries ever uncovered. If exploring the past sparks your curiosity, hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's forgotten wonders, and let us know in the comments. Which discovery fascinated you the most? Was it the ancient computer, the unreadable disk, or something else entirely? Thanks for watching, and stay curious.